everyone, it's Monica and I am very excited again for today's video because it is another entrepreneur, business owner, helpful tip video, and you guys know how much I love sharing things that have worked for my business and me as a boutique owner, and I just want to share that with you guys and help you guys out. So today's topic is all about how to keep track of your sales and expenses. Now, I know keeping track of your numbers can feel very stressful, confusing, overwhelming, but it's something as us business owners or anybody in sales, we have to keep track of our numbers and stay organized so that we know if our business is growing. But I want to share with you an easy, convenient way to actually keep track of all of your sales, all of your customers, all of your expenses, all in one. And this is something that I have been doing for the past year, and it has helped me out so much. I have been using an app called Bottomline, and yes, it's an app. That's one of the reasons why I love it so much, is because it's convenient. I can just take it with me wherever I go. I can update my sales throughout the day, and I could just use my phone. You can download the Bottomline app on your iPhone or your iPad. You can even use the desktop version so you can manage your account there as well. But I'm just gonna do a quick overview of the app and then I'll go more in detail of each section. First, we have your dashboard, and this is where you're going to be able to keep track of all of your reports, your sales trends, your sales by category. So again, I will show you and go in detail how easy it is to read the reports. Next, you have your customers tab, and I appreciate this tab so much because here you're going to be able to keep track of your customers, see if they're returning customers, you're going to see how often they purchase from you, what they purchase. So being able to keep track of that personal business relationship, it's so important. Side note, returning customers are so important for your business. Next, we have the sales tab, so I will go in detail. I'll show you how to enter a sale, and right next to that is your expenses tab. So this is perfect to enter your inventory. Maybe you have travel expenses, your flight, your ticket, anything that applies to your business. Next, we have the More tab, and this is where you'll be able to track your products and your services. So if you want to track your inventory count, you can go ahead and do that here as well. All right, guys, so let's keep track of our sales. So go ahead and click on the Sales tab and the Add button. And here is where you can enter the date. So you can choose today's date, or maybe it was a sale from yesterday. So go ahead and choose the date. Now we can select the customer. So again, you can go back in and choose from your previous customer list, or we can create a new contact. So I'm gonna create a new contact, or you can import them from your phone. So go ahead and create that and add their name. So again, you can just put their first and last name, or just for an example, I'm going to say I received a sale from Poshmark. So I'm going to enter her username. So her username was Fashion Rose. So I'm going to enter Fashion Rose there. And for company, again, you can customize this if you want to put where your customer works or any of that important information that you feel you would like to keep. So just for me and how I keep track of my sales, I'm just gonna write Poshmark. And now you can add a photo, or again, their email, or you can also enter notes. Now we're just going down the steps. So here we have the sales source. So if you sold your product maybe from Etsy, or maybe a local fair, or your website, whatever it may be, go ahead and choose that sales source. And I'm going to choose Poshmark. And let's add the product. So what did we sell? Go ahead and click that trusty add button, and you can select items from the inventory. Maybe you're already tracking those products. You can go ahead and select those existing items, or we can create a new product. So I'm going to create a new one and click the add button and enter the product name. So for example, I am going to say she purchased the fall wrap romper. I'm going to choose the category. So for me, it's dresses and rompers. And I'm also going to add a photo. So this is perfect, especially if you're like a visual person. It's going to help you go back to these products and it's just easy for you to read. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the photo of the romper. Now here is where we can track our inventory. So I'm going to say that I have 6 of these items available. Now Bottomline tracks your inventory count for you. So if you say you sold this product, it's automatically going to deduct it for you. So that just makes your inventory tracking even much more simple. Here's where you could enter how much you sold your product for. So I'm going to say $36 and she purchased 1 romper. If you scroll down, you can see you can add an attribute. So an attribute can be anything from size or color or anything that relates to your business. So I'm going to say she purchased a medium. As you can see, if your buyer purchased multiple items, you can go ahead and add an additional item. And again, you can choose from the drop-down menu. So I'm just going to say she also purchased the quality t-shirt dress. Now the price has already been saved from when I entered this product the first time, but you can adjust it for that particular sale. So again, I'm just going to choose the size and click done. Now it shows you the total amount of your sale. You could also click on a status. So a status could be, maybe you want to mention that it was paid or the item was delivered or shipped. So again, very customizable. Now I'm going to save that sale. So it's that simple. Now we have that sale of the day. You can go back and look at the reports and how you're doing for that month. So speaking of reports and expenses, I'm gonna go back to the expenses tab and show you how to enter that. And then we can also take a look at the dashboard reports. Now let's keep track of our expenses. So go ahead and click on the expenses tab. And as you can see, you can view your costs per month, what you're spending each month. So to create a new expense, go ahead and add the date and the amount. So for example, I am just going to say my expenses for October 20th was for $320. Now select the category. So you can update this and you can add travel like I mentioned before. So here I'm going to say inventory and you can also select a vendor. Now, for example, you can go ahead and add the popular vendors that Bottomline provides for you. So that's very easy to access. Or you can customize your own and you can even add their logo so it's easy for you to reference. Now I chose Fashionista Design, that's just an example, and you can also add an attachment. You can take a picture of the invoice or the receipt. Once you click save, it takes you back to the expenses tab and now you can view your costs per month. Alright guys, so I did make an example profile for you all, so obviously I'm not going to share my personal profile with the internet world, but here is what the dashboard looks like. Now you can take a look at these sales trends. You can view your daily reports, your monthly sales trends, and you can even see how you're doing throughout the year as well. And also the graphs are very visually appealing. It's really nice to see all of the color coding. You can see how you're projected to do from month to month, and you can also just see your growth throughout the year. Now when we click on more reports, you can also see sales by category. So this is so helpful to see what categories are selling the most of. The pie chart is amazing. I love the pie chart, and you can also see how much you are selling from each category. So as you can see, as an example, the dresses and rompers are my top sellers. We head back to more reports. We can click on sales source, and as you can see, we can view how our sales are doing on each different outlet. So back to the pie chart, and here is product attributes. So again, if you had sizes and colors, here I can see that mediums are what sells the most for my business. Now let's jump over to expenses by category. Now you can see what my top expenses are. Inventory is obviously a huge one. There's also advertising, so you can see the percentage of those. Now if we click on top items, we can view each product and compare the top sellers. You can also see how they're doing and what profit you're making from each item. And again, going back to that aesthetically pleasing graphs, it just makes it so much more simple to reference. Now going back to one of my favorite features, and that is tracking your customers so you can see who your top customers are and how much they purchase from you over time. Okay, me again. So here is some more information about the Bottomline app. So there are two different options you can choose from. So the first tier is the free profile, where you can enter up to 5 sales per month. And you can also use some of the basic features as well. So this is perfect if you kind of just want to try out the app and see if it works for you and your business. So there's that option. The second tier is the premium profile, where you can enter an unlimited amount of sales, and you can also use some of the other great features like the expense tracking, the customer leads and statuses. So that's $24.99 per year. And yes, that is a very affordable, great price for a quality, like overall great business app. So I think that's awesome. I really hope you found this video helpful. I really wanted to share something that I felt can benefit so many different type of business owners, whether you're starting out or even a little bit more established. I really felt like this video would be helpful for you guys. So don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this entrepreneur style helpful video. I will continue to do more of these, and if you do have any questions about the app, go ahead and leave those down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. But until next time, I cannot wait to see you guys next time, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!